So, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Community Team Cup race today. So, we are, first of all, going through the quick facts before I introduce you to the race, the teams, and also a surprise guest on the comms. Wait for that. So, we go. What is the CTC Community Team Cup? It's a team versus team league, so organized for teams that can compete in team versus team racing. We have 12 teams in total this year from 10 different communities. So we have two groups with 6 teams each in them. In total, that means 10 match days for the regular season, February through November, one match day per month it is. So every team has one home and one away match against the other teams in their group. Then after the group stage, the regular season, the two group winners will advance to the grand final that will be held in December just before Christmas. So it is a one race per match day, roughly about 45 minutes in time. And the home team, they decide the match day settings, the car, the track, weather, multipliers for the fuel tires and the refueling speed as well, and the available and mandatory tire compounds. You're just using the racing tire compounds. And we have a car and track pool for all teams this season, for the entire season. So they have to pick their cars and tracks out of that pool. And with that being said, we go to our match day infos for today. We saw that, and probably it's also time to introduce my friend in the booth. It's ZFS own Chic. Welcome.
Hello, mate. Thanks for having me.
So, yeah, nice to have you. And looking to have a great race today. We see the settings for today's race. BMW Z4 GT3 car at Spa-Francorchamps. 19 laps. This is the lap time translated to roughly 45 minutes. So we have multipliers for the fuel and the tire where I look at, and also at a very slow refueling speed. So fuel might be an important factor today for this race. We're starting in the afternoon and approaching into the darkness, maybe, I don't know, maybe it could get dark towards the end. We see weather, random weather, but we have 3 fixed weather slots in between, RO6, RO4, RO7. So RO7 will be guaranteed rain. Everything else, we don't know. We will be as clueless as you are, probably during the broadcast. And yeah, all tires are available. None of them are mandatory. So I will quickly go over the lineups, and I think Chic can tell us a little bit about the BFS drivers, part of ZFS Racing, of course.
Yeah, no problem. At the top there, making his debut, I believe, is Electric. Very, very quick driver, very consistent. As is JT DJ, making his debut as well. All these guys are quick. But also, we've got Maligator. Some of you remember Hudson from last season.
Mhm.
We've got Major Cluster and Mr. X. All good drivers, and most importantly, team players. They've put an awful... just like the team last night, well done to them, by the way, the ZFS team. The boys have put the hours in for this.
Nice to hear, yeah. So I'm going through the MRL drivers, Medway Racing League, so a veterans for Community Team Cup since the first season in 2023, but also with new drivers for the team. Iceman with the debut, and Oscar and Sean Splinter, so 4 drivers with their debut for MRL this season. Matt Das and Apex Magnet, they did plenty of races previously for MRL. But they were also missing like 2 of their quickest drivers, if I'm not mistaken, Welchie and MRL Shane. So a bit of a a black box as well for me about the pace for the new drivers. So will be an interesting one. Also, I think I saw Meligator and Hudson last season for ZFS Racing. The other drivers also new to CTC, as Schick mentioned. There it is. All right, at a schedule.
Worth mentioning, this is the first season for the second team.
Yeah, that is correct. So match day 1 schedule. So yesterday we had 2 matches already. ART versus RTR. There was Mazda Roadster Touring Car action yesterday for both matchups. ART lost to RTR on that one, and then we heard that earlier. ZFS, they beat Race Asylum in the Mazda Roadster Touring Car at Tsukuba with mixed conditions, rainy conditions, drying conditions, everything you need. Dark condition, dark weather, but yeah.
Very similar on paper, very similar settings. And those were BFS and ZFS. Never got the choice in either of these matchups. This is the home team's choice.
Exactly, yeah. But so far, we have a tendency that the away teams are winning races. So, okay, currently the DTR versus AHR matchup is underway. It's streamed over at the Dream Team Racing YouTube channel. And we also have Gen X and RTRX is also being live streamed at the moment over at Gen X Racing YouTube channel. So you have to pick what you want to watch, or maybe you watch some of the other
Stay here, boys.
things. Stay here, because we are the best. No. Whatever. It's the beauty with like YouTube, and you have access to the broadcasts later if you want to watch them, of course. So, but yeah, and then tomorrow we will finish match day 1 with the mighty battle between the 2 community staff. They share many drivers during their usual leagues on a weekday, CLR versus TCR, and it will be a very crowded commentary booth. We have both of the team captains. They are not racing, they're with me in the booth, and also Inferno the Fox, who joined me yesterday for the ART versus RTR race, will be also joining me. So we have like a very crowded booth. It should be plenty of fun. Don't miss that if you have the time. Nothing else to do. We'll go with that, definitely. All right. That's all. Like the build up to our race. So just saw that Major Cluster F, they left the lobby for a reason unknown. Maybe cleaning up some cache data or whatever, restarting everything to make sure they will stay in the lobby. Hope they can join. Worst case, I think BFS has a reserve driver. Is it? I don't know.
We got a sixer in there, ain't we? No, we are missing. Who are we missing?
Major Cluster F. Big F.
He's probably changing his oil.
Oh, maybe some routine happening. So if they can't join, you know what to do, Schick. Jump out of the commentary booth and right into the
I'll help him if need be. No one wants to see that.
No one wants to see that.
Believe me, I tried. You'll see what I'm up against shortly, but I've got to give a shout out as well. I don't know if anyone in the chat wants to tell us who it is for MRL or if you know Jaeger, but the race engineer for BFS tonight is KW.
Yeah.
He's got his work cut out for him tonight.
Alright, so I guess then we will be waiting for Major Cluster to rejoin the lobby, and then we should be ready to prepare for our qualifying session. That will be the plan for this evening. So what can we say about this car? The BMW, is that for a nice sounding car?
handling wise,
It's a
the
boat.
most I'll tone it down a bit, but the most the most common reference would be pig.
With my test run, I felt like I had understeers for days and couldn't get that car turned as I wanted to. But probably just you have to get used to the driving style and
It's a very I found it very difficult
yeah.
to work with. Not the easiest to get on with, but this is the difference between someone at my level and what you're about to see on the street. These guys will handle it like it's a GTR.
Okay, can you tell us who created that lovely looking livery? Do you know it?
I don't know. We've done it for this one.
So Dan sent me a preview of the livery. It was like if it's okay with the added ZFS logo to that windshield banner stuff. I said, yeah, all good, but not sure if you created that one or was just reposting the pictures. But yeah, looks definitely nice.
Oh, this one was done by Mr. X.
Oh, okay, here we go. Thank you.
Mr. X Tino there. That's his credit for that one.
Okay, so we have info that Chick is a bit low on the volume, so that we'll see if I can make you louder on my end. Where's my audio balance for this thing again? So let's hope this gets better. So
can you hear me now, chat?
Give a thumbs up if you can hear Chick now. It's definitely louder for me. And in the meantime, we watched the MRL car. So they went completely 80s style Miami Vice vibes for their theme for the season. I'm kind of digging it, to be honest. Like, definitely a change.
Well, chat's lively tonight. Hello to everyone in there, showing support for your communities. Who's in there? Amsterdam, Yorkie, Bailey, Gareth. Bloody hell, everyone's showing up tonight.
So yeah, we'll definitely have two distinct liveries for the team, so that's nice to see. And we are starting, like, by the looks, in daylight, sunny conditions. It's good for the broadcast. Let's put it that way.
It's very good for broadcasting. So where are we? I haven't got a proper lap count. 18 minutes in, but
yeah. But yeah, so not sure if. Oh, here we go. Yeah, quali settings, please. So now we get a short warm up for qualifying.
Equals tire wear.
So the warm up, yeah, for a qualifying session will be 10 minutes later on in total, without tire wear and fuel consumption. But it's, yeah.
And you got the new format of release for each team now, haven't you?
Exactly. So last season we had like the 10 minutes split into 5-minute sections for both teams, where they could then do their lap times. This season it's a 10-minute session for all, but we want to have some gaps between the two teams out on track. So we set home team out first, and roughly 30 seconds after they left the pits, the away team can join that track as well. So we shouldn't see some interference there for the qualifying lap. There was like an introduction this season, so you cannot actually race any other cars during qualifying. So if you catch up with another driver, you should back out of that lap, leave a gap, and then go for the next one. So don't want to see like that you are dive bombing on a qualifying lap or whatever. So there's plenty of time with 10 minutes, and that's why we wanted to separate the teams a little bit.
We didn't have any complaints with it
No.
last night, I've got to say.
Yeah, even like on
Because
that.
although you're releasing on the 30 seconds or like just after the last car's out, you still got that little extra 5 to 10 seconds where you're being sent out of the pit. So
Exactly.
even it makes a nice little buffer.
Yeah, and then also the teams they might want to go for slipstreaming, bump drafting, whatever on their laps, so they can still do
Because
that.
that's allowed in qualifying and race, isn't it?
That is a major change to CTC for this season. So it was like the idea was bump drafting is also not something you really see in real life racing apart from NASCAR, maybe on the ovals. So the main idea was to go with something like that, to have a bit of a also strategy part involved in it. Oh, we're starting qualifying, look at that. But then it was kind of hard to judge actually, because of sometimes it was a bit of lag and what is deemed to be a bump draft or not. A little tap, is this already a bump draft? And the penalty was quite harsh for a bump draft in the rulebook, like a 1 minute penalty if you're being caught doing a bump draft. And then there was like, but wait a minute, so I can do basically 8-9 takeouts from other cars and have a penalty that is less than a small bump draft, so that didn't sit right. So we
that's right, absolutely, that's it.
So and then I was like, yeah, with the lobby still on GT7, sometimes it's good, sometimes it is bad, and then it's hard to judge really, and I don't want to argue players over a little bump draft or whatever. It is okay to go for if you want to, no harm in that. And I also think like we saw it last season at Daytona, for example. It was quite difficult even for teammates to then avoid the bump draft and going for risky lines on straights or whatever, and driving in close formations or so. This didn't really help the racing, so we decided to cancel that.
You learn as you go along, and
yeah, definitely.
Some boys in the chat there endorsing the changes as working really well.
Yeah. And also looking at the mini map, this is exactly what I intended to go for. So we have two groups of cars, apart from Splinter, who lost contact with his teammates already.
Did he have a little spinneroo?
I don't know, or maybe he just got released a little bit later, or just was caught napping. I don't know, whatever it is, but yeah.
Looking at it again in the race camera mode, that's a really nice livery, guys.
Yeah. It's definitely vibing with the. All right, so let's see. Sean, the lobby host, will be starting the first reference lap for all of us, and here we go. I go on board as usual for the first lap. So Spa, I think everyone knows that track. Braking for the first turn. Lassours trying to get a good run. Oh, that rear stepping out a little bit. Not too bad. And now the famous run down into Eau Rouge and up towards Radion on Racing South. It should be flat no matter what. Seeing a little bit of traction control kicking in for Sean. That one now on the Camel Straight. It's a long straight without slipstream. And then start off the curb on the left hand side. You hit the anchors down into second gear, up to third probably on the exit. That chicane, no, stays in second gear. Oh no, now it should be third gear. Oh, okay, now it's third gear, finally. So we're coming down towards the right-hander. You have to be patient. And now go. Nice exit into no-name corner. The left-hander early on the power. Don't run too wide onto the Astro. And now the famous double left, double gauche, Couron it is. We go all the way to the outside curb. Oh, we see the rain starting. Look at that. No, it was just a creep. Some drops into the Piff Paff chicane. Right, left. Oh, was he just trolling? I don't know. So braking for Stavelo 1. And now crucial Stavelo to the exit for the run. Has to be patient a little bit. I found that as well. Again, the windshield wipers are coming on, so little drops on that windshield. Alright, but doesn't hit the track. Oh, looks, we go. Full speed, Blanchimont. There was a tiny safety lift, but nothing crucial. And now braking for the final chicane, formerly known as bus stop. I don't know what it's called now. I still refer to bus stop. And then we should be looking at a 216 for the first. 217 it is. So I guess 216s are possible. Yeah, magnet 216.9. I expect that time to go down a little bit. Mid 16s would be my guess. Maybe a low 16 for an absolute fast driver with that car. But yeah, tricky conditions now. A little bit of rain. Overcast, but no rain on the track surface for now, so they can push. So
I just jumped to have a little look in the lobby to see what we've got, and we have got a big front of weather coming in.
Oh, okay.
So one of the random weather slots has chosen rain.
TJ.
So,
16.7 and electric also a 0.7. That is, yeah, great to see those lap times being very close. But yeah, 1-2 for BFS, then MRL with Apex Magnet in third, Sean P4 currently, and Spa a long lap, so already 5, make it 6 minutes now into this 10-minute qualifying session.
Some excellent times being posted already.
Alright, chat says nice lap times, quick lap times. Alright, that's nice to see, nice to hear. Drivers are...
That is honestly, that's really quick laps.
Okay. And Sean with the purple, but runs a bit too hard on the exit. Touches the Astro. I'm not sure if he loses a little bit of speed through that turn. We'll wait. He will be the next driver to set a lap time through Blanchimont this time. No lift. Early upshift into 6th gear though. But then again, we see the windshield wipers. On, off, on, off. And coming out of the bus stop. No drama.
I'm going to have a look at that weather again.
16.8. Getting closer at the top. Look at that. The top 4. 0.14 separation. Iceman as well joins the nearly the 216 club, 17.0. So looks like the elite club is the 216s. All drivers broke that 217 barrier currently. So yeah, for qualifying, no tire wear, no fuel, so just the weather and the wind direction that is changing throughout this qualifying session.
Yes, so that'll give them the little bit of extra pace. The rain looks like it'll be very, very light. Doesn't look like anything you'd need to change tyre for. Here we go. Bit of bump drafting going on here between Electric and TSL, who are currently holding the first 2 spots.
Yeah. So let's have a quick rundown. So it looks like the top 10 within 8/10 of a second. Splinter and Maligator need to find a little bit of time. But yeah, top 10 within 8/10 on a 2-minute plus lap time. That is really nice to see. And DJ is still keeping that pole position for now. They could do one more lap after that. Probably. Let's see. Could be close.
Hudson struggled to improve on the time there. I think he's carrying a half-second penalty.
Yeah.
I think this one's going to come down to just like last night, the strategy more than anything. Unless you get a bit of freak weather in that random slot.
Yep. So what? And then I mean, like making the correct decisions then when it comes to that period of rain. So I guess
because the thing is, you can practice and practice and practice this, and there's a small percentage of the amount of times you get a proper left field bunch of weather. It usually behaves and you can sort of read it, but there's always that one time.
Yeah, it's for one, it's that random weather, completely random, and also RO5, RO4, whatever. It's not guaranteed to rain, or it can rain extremely as well with those conditions. You don't know. So whatever the game decides, and will it hit the track or not? But yeah, looks like BFS, some of them might get the extra lap in. Electric on that final lap didn't improve.
Lovely. Major Cluster has
P4.
Worked his way to 4th. He managed to get in the 16s.
We have Sean, the best MRL driver currently, sitting in P3 and runs wide. That's his qualifying done. So Magnet in P5, the second best MRL driver, just in front of his teammate Iceman. So it's the final lap of the qualifying session. Will we see any improvements now? It didn't rain. Not sure about the wind direction. It seems like it's picking up a little bit with the speed.
It's in, by 2 so far. It was 3.2 a moment ago.
Yeah, Magnet is purple. Look at that.
Well, they could get a massive boost here.
Yeah. Yeah. Also remember, we have points for qualifying. The top 3 get extra points. 3, 2, and 1 points for the team. Stay with Apex Magnet braking for the bus stop. It's early enough.
Jay's picked up a penalty on his final lap.
Good exit for Magnet. This could send him onto the first row, and it's pole position to 16.6. What a final lap. Daz as well improved. Also into the 2.16s, a 16.9. Oscar as well, 16.9, so 7 drivers.
Electric's coming through for he's slightly off. He's 2 tenths down at the moment of his best.
We'll stay with him. The final bits through Blanchimont, no drama by the looks. Yeah, keeps it within the track limits.
Our current second just served a half a second penalty, so there'll be no improvement from him there.
Maybe he found some turbo, some nitrous
alongside.
It was an improvement. Look at that. P2, yeah.
That's close. That is excellent
close.
Time, Electric.
That is close. Yeah, nice one.
Well done to everyone. Good. That's a good split on the grid there of cars. That's going to make a really interesting couple of first in turn 1 Eau Rouge. Ooh.
Yeah, so looks nice on that timing sheet of results. Do you want to go?
Well done, Apex, for pulling that out. I can do if you want, mate. So first for MRL, it's Apex Magnet. Starting in second place would be Electric for BFS. Third place will be JTDJ for BFS. Self-explanatory in fourth place, MRL Sean. Fifth, BFS is Major Cluster. Sixth, seventh and eighth is for MRL is Mad Daz, Oscar and Iceman. Ninth place BFS is Hudson. 10th place BFS Mr. X, MRL Splinter in 11th, and BFS is Meligator in 12th.
Exactly, so top 10 within a second. And Splinter and Meligator as well, close. Not that close to the rest of the pack. But also look at the top 5 within half a second. Just saw that. Wow.
Yeah, this with that 2 in the 2 on the podium, they're in second and third. If they can put pressure straight away and Cluster can do the same, it'll make it very interesting beginning to the race, knowing MRL's pace.
Yeah, and we got a little foreshadowing for the race start, the first 10 minutes. So what is that going to look like? A little bit of raindrops, but that's not hitting the surface. But then after that, it's random.
It's a watch this space one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Right, so we 1 minute away. So I can already bring up my race overlay. Oh no, that was the wrong. One click and everything is gone. Ooh, restored it.
There we go. That's a nice graphic.
Thank you. I went a bit all out, like with team colors and gradient fills and whatever. So.
It looks really good, to be fair. You're just making it more difficult for me to resist.
If you go down that rabbit hole, it's like
You don't know what my community's like. They'll demand improvements. Comms ready? Yeah, comms is ready.
We're always ready. We are born ready.
Success, eh?
Go, go, go. Here we go. Starting the race. 19 laps. Match day 1. First race for Gr.A. No, it's the second. The first.
A debut for BFS against the veterans of MRL.
Exactly, yeah. What a nice mix here with the grid so far. Let's hope that race will be as close as well. So here we go. I'm ready. Drivers are ready. We hear the engines. I hear engines revving with that fuel. I don't know. Don't know if you want to waste fuel on that start already. But let's go. And we're off. Magnet with a great start, covering the inside line early. And then Electric and Jay around the outside.
Jay looks like he's going to lose the place.
Yeah.
He looks like he might hold on to it.
We have a little bit of
no.
carnage happening at the background. Someone spun it. Who's that? Iceman.
Oh.
Let's have a quick look. What happened?
Keep an eye on what's going on the track.
Accelerated on that Astro when he got a little tap. That T1. Yeah, things happen. I think racing incident. So we go to the live racing action again. Magnet leading Electric in second. Sean and Des. But Sean with a penalty in third. Des fourth. Jay. Oh, Jay running medium tires compared to the MRL drivers on softs by the looks.
Who's on softs? Oh,
I think
okay.
Magnet is on softs.
Magnet's on the soft. They're all of MRL on soft. So we got a difference. I know all of the BFS guys are all on medium. I haven't got a look at that. So different strats off the bat. Interesting. That suggests to me that MRL would be expecting rain in the second slot because these soft tyres won't last long. Yeah, these soft tyres don't last long.
That would be my guess as well. So they are expecting or hoping for that rain to come with that soft strategy here to start. So yeah, but everyone, as you said, for MRL on soft and BFS all running the medium tires. Now Iceman is actually running the medium tires for MRL after that spin. So I see some side-by-side racing action there through Blanchimont, and Electric defends that position, but looks like Daz is looking down
honestly,
the inside. No.
He's so good. He's such a consistent, calm, good driver, Electric. He even there on the mediums. And you'll see now that the wear's already started.
Oh, but he left
softs.
that inside line open. I think he was also doing a bit of short shifting. I didn't rev the car like to the limit. So that's why Daz got that run towards the first turn. Or maybe, yeah, strategy is more important than fighting for every position, I guess, when you're running on those mediums. You have a different game plan compared to MRL, who are pushing on softs.
It looks polar opposites at the moment. So what you'd expect, well, when MRL can eventually get past Electric, he certainly won't make it easy. The two groups should probably group up a little bit.
Yeah, that is to be expected. So a Magnet has already a 3.6 second gap after 1.5 laps. So Daz got through. Electric's still running. ANP3 has two MRL drivers on softs right behind them now, Sean and Oscar. We'll see if
half a second penalty for Hudson there in 7th. So we got Splinter. Is he the furthest MRL driver back?
No, Iceman in P12.
Iceman spun, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's 5 seconds off of the back of the leading pack.
And Splinter also using the medium tire. So we have the 4. No, we have 3. Sorry, let's get it correct. Magnet, Daz, and Sean using the softs, and then the other 3 MRL driver using the mediums. So they have a split team strategy. All right. Also, I think like this is like a good strategy here for those uncertain conditions, so not everyone is running the same. And I know the fast drivers are gambling on something. Yeah.
Splinter looks to be mirroring the BFS strategy at the moment. Well, certainly for this stint anyway. He seems to be changing.
Oh, Oscar with the move down the inside again. Get the better run out of the final turn, the bus stop. Inside line for Lassource, and easy overtake, or makes it look easy with that good exit.
Oh, Oscar's on the medium as well, so this is a straight up race here.
He had a good run, we watched that again. So pulls alongside on this main straight, and then got the car ready on the inside for turn 1. And also Electric wasn't fighting that too hard. So.
No, he is. He's got good racecraft. He knows when not to be too silly.
All right, so let's quickly run through this. Oh, we have Major Cluster and Splinter. Those in Major Cluster -F with a penalty, half a second. So might be losing that position at in the final sector after the exit of the Stavelo number 2. There's the penalty zone. And now again we see that the same thing happening as during qualifying. Some drops of rain falling, but not onto the surface yet.
Nothing of concern just yet.
When Splinter under pressure. Look at that Maligator alongside into Piff Puff. They go side by side through the chicane, and what a nice move around the outside. We will watch that again. I love those side by side racing actions when room is given and you make a clean move.
He's He's almost taken half a second, so he was the quicker driver. Well done there. Major cluster just ahead of Mali.
Serving the penalty.
Just got half a second penalty.
Just
so that's brought him right onto the back.
Yeah.
Oh, Splinter's he's going to stay there.
So Magnet, look, we're looking at the soft tires now. That's getting closer to the 50% mark already. 45 maybe on those fronts.
Five will be pushing it. It's the maximum they'll go. So we'll be expecting our leaders to be pitting at the end of lap 5.
That would be early. That would be pretty early. And we saw, like, during the qualifying, no rain for those 10-12 minutes. So 5 laps, just over 10 minutes.
Yeah, those. It's possible that they could attempt the 6 laps on them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be my suggestion if it was my choice. This is what we love to see.
It is so.
Chat are asking now. Half are MRL. The MRL leaders are on the softs, and the other 3 are on mediums, the same as BFS.
Yeah. So Oscar, currently running with, is the best medium tire runner, P4 currently, with electric TSL right behind in P5. And yeah, those medium tire runners, they have a bit more flexibility with their strategy. Of course, they can probably react to rain if it comes, or maybe the MRL top drivers are not expecting the rain to come and they're going soft stint before the rain then actually hits the track. And the medium tires did also pit because of the fuel. So I'm just doing, like, here thinking speculations. Of course, I don't have a clue about strategy, but it looks to me like this is an aggressive strategy, and it
is very aggressive.
And as Schick said, yeah. Also, see, look at that, just 4 laps. This is like,
look at see
the tires.
End of lap 5, they're done. They're coming in end of lap 4.
End of lap 4 already, yeah. So that's what I mean.
So they didn't even trust them to the 4th.
No. They're going for soft, pretty sure, and then maybe we hit other track hits, the other racetrack. Definitely interesting development. So we have now the medium tires in the front, top 8 at least. So Oscar leading for MRL, electric TSL for BFS in second, third. It is JTJ, 3 seconds the gap. Another 2.5 seconds to ZFS Hudson in 4th, and Major Cluster F in P5. So make it 6 BFS drivers in the top 7. It is just Oscar leading.
And it needs to be said, he's rapid on their mediums. He's absolutely flying on them.
Then we have Iceman.
So Electric's going to want to get in that. He's going to want to get back in that slipstream.
Exactly. Very crucial for Electric. So just continuing our grid run to Iceman and Splinter P8, P9. And then we have the guys that were pitting: Magnet, Des, and Sean. And look at that.
What did we come out on?
33 seconds. Medium.
They went for the medium.
So they're.
So that kind of.
Yeah,
I think
they're not trusting
the bad choice was made. I think a bad choice was made. I think they might end regretting that one.
Yeah.
But only time will tell. That's the beauty of it.
That's it. Yeah.
So we should have a new time slot. So I'll pop out the lobby just quickly and see the old weather map there. See if we've got anything coming in.
Iceman got past Navigator just before Blanchimont, So Iceman after that spin with a great recovery drive so far. P6. And also imagine quick lap times here, 19s.
All clear on the weather.
All clear so far. So maybe that's why they're expecting the rain to not hit the track that early. So now going for the
this
mediums.
is the thing. Yeah, they've pitted lap 4 on the end of softs, and the rainy weather, you'd expect it between lap 10 and 13. They wouldn't even make. They'd have to pit 3 times before the rain, or 2 times before the rain.
Could happen, yeah.
And that rain's programmed, so we know that's coming.
I think at least for the first 2 fixed weather slots, it is not that guaranteed. I think it is RO4 and RO6, something like that. So there's a probability, a higher probability, but it's not guaranteed. So it can stay dry as well. I'd just say that RO7 slot later on, that is set that we have guaranteed wet weather racing and like heavy rain falling.
The pack's really shaping up.
Yep.
So we got BFS from 2nd to 5th at the moment, as Major Cluster picks up a penalty. Malagator in 7th off of 1 second off of 6th place Iceman, closely followed by his teammate Mr. X there. They'll be hoping to reel him in a bit. What tyre is he on? On the medium also.
Everyone should be running the mediums now. The top 3 they pitted, started on softs, now running the medium tires, but of course now way better medium tires than the ones that started that race on those tires.
It's Oscar here. He's taking liberties with these times, I'm telling you.
So he's smashing that so far on those mediums. 2:19s, very consistent lap times. Again, another 2:19.4. So well done. Electric, not able to go that pace. 2:20s. It is.
Is this the first time we're seeing Oscar? Is he one of the new guys?
He is. I think he's racing with MRL for quite some time. Didn't compete last season in CTC, so he's new to the CTC universe. Yeah, for MRL.
Right. I didn't think I'd seen him last year. I'd remember someone this quick.
Definitely. So yeah, so now we have some gaps between the drivers, not too big, but also not like in a direct battle currently. Let's have a look. Iceman still doing his recovery drive. P6.
There is a slight issue here though.
Okay.
Just having a look at the fuel.
The fuel is also...
Oscar's pushing too hard. He's going to have to pit. If you compare it to the BFS guys, he is way overused his fuel.
Yeah.
He will not make the rain. He will be pitting 2 laps before the rain comes.
So maybe he's doing like the reverse strategy for the other soft tire runners, so medium then softs and then hope.
I'm telling you now, with absolute certainty, he's going to be short, and it's going to cost him a pit stop.
Has to pit before the rain comes. Yeah, pretty sure about that.
But it's going to be too early to go on a wet compound, so he would have to pit again after that. He's got to bite the bullet and hope that tyre don't burn out.
It is, yeah. But yeah,
that's what I think's coming.
Yeah, good observation. I mean, you definitely see BFS have like a bit of a fuel saving strategy in mind as well. I think we have like times 4, times 5 on tires and fuel. So it is not that low. And here we go, electric pitting. What? Also DJ, they're pitting now.
Okay, something's been seen. There must be a weather front coming in.
Those.
That's the only
Yeah,
reason they would have
it's
pitted
rain,
there.
rain. We have rain.
So they've reacted. They've reacted calmly to the instructions from the race engineer. Keenly watching that.
So
You notice the MRL guys haven't reacted yet.
Nope. Top 3 Americans staying out. They feel like
this does, however, play into Oscar's hands because now the rain has come after he pushed that hard.
Yeah, but will it stay? I think it's gone. At least it's not like really hard rain, just a light drizzle.
It's the pit's got some water.
Yeah.
What we got out on track, a little bit on track, not up to the first bar yet though.
Yeah, but it is still drivable on slick tires, no doubt about that. We see electric TSL is on intermediates. TJ also on inters, so BFS going for medium to inters. Everyone, and Sean doing the same for MRL. Like he was one of the drivers started on softs, short thinned on mediums, now on intermediate. So that is like not the ideal strategy like, for Sean, who was running at the front. And to wait for Oscar now. And there is not that much rain on the track, to be honest. I'm not sure if the drivers will burn the inters now in those conditions. Spicy. Now the rain is picking up again through the final sector.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Here we go.
But it's also like a typical
Oscar on them worn mediums looks like he's gonna make it to the pit without incident.
Yeah, but he survived that lap on his worn slick tires. It's like I think the perfect opportunity now to be. He stayed out. He stayed on. Wow.
Ooh.
Right, so still feels like more pace in those mediums and doesn't want to go to the intermediates than what it looks. They're expecting the rain not to last. Oh, Iceman is pitting. I have no clue about the strategy now. What is going on?
No, this is the random slot.
Yeah.
So this didn't come up in practice, but other variations and reactions to things. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one, but I don't think these settings have benefited either team.
No, but also
as Oscar gets a penalty.
MRL is also like they don't know really, so they four drivers staying out on medium tires in those conditions. We have Iceman who pitted, is refueling now. Let's see what tire they choose. I don't think they go on to inters now. They will go for next set of mediums probably. Hudson back into the pits, get rid of the intermediates, major cluster as well. So that was maybe the racing softs it is for Iceman. So wow, again, I'm so clueless with this race. What's going on? So one lap on intermediates and at least 3 make it 4 BFS drivers deciding nope, inters are not good. Sean as well pitting like every lap now. Again, soft, mediums, inters, and back to a slick tire compound. So they are getting caught by surprise here with these settings. But this is exciting. I'm not gonna lie. So
I don't. I'm lost now. I don't know what the bloody hell's going on here.
Yep. It's like who made that golden call with the strategy? I still don't know. So Oscar has to pit now. His fuel is low and the tire's also done. So but the rain is not really that bad. It's doable to go back out on a slick tire compound, and he's pitting now. Oh, it's 21 seconds, so but he has to put in a lot of fuel.
So ZFS, BFS, sorry, bloody hell. They've taken a lot more fuel on.
So they definitely don't want to refuel anymore, probably. Or can they go to the end? It's probably.
No, yeah, that's enough for the end. No, it's not.
Yeah, we are just halfway through this race now. And so Splinter stayed out again, so MRL doing all sorts of strategies.
Oscar's
Here.
finally in though.
Yeah, refueling. There's and Magnet. Mediums. And still okay to fuel also run about 46% for Magnet. There's as well. So they can go for a little while. And we are still waiting for that big drop of rain later on.
Electrics come in for them slicks there as
Yeah,
well.
they stayed out for one more lap. Maybe that one more lap, I don't know. Probably, yeah, look at already the intermediates. They're gone after roughly 2 laps of racing, and it wasn't wet enough.
It's just an enforced thing, I think.
Yeah. You cannot stay out on those inters now to wait for the big rain to come. So that's why they are forced to pit and go back to a slick tire compound. Now the mediums again. Alright, so they are not like trusting the rain to come that early. Otherwise they could have opted to go for softs, but it's like everyone is doing something different in this race. Splinter now a bit better with the fuel management, so could stay out for one more lap, but suffers with the tire wear now. Nearly 100% on that front left tire. Just see red everywhere on Splinter's HUD, but he should be fine to make it into the pits. It's roughly 10 seconds a gap to Daz on mediums. So Daz was one of the drivers that started on softs and one pit stop and now mediums and survived that first period with light rain. Magnet the same. Then Oscar started on mediums now, using the softs to go for a aggressive short stint before the rain. I don't know. Iceman also using the soft tires now, going aggressive again. So Splinter in.
Splinter's in.
And then
Low
we have
fuel.
Then we have BFS. Hudson, 22 seconds the gap already to P5. That's with just changing tires. A pit stop. The refuel rate is low, 3 liters per second, so we're losing probably another 10 seconds with fuel, but yeah, that's still a big gap. And
It's the tyre choice and how much he refuels would be interesting to see.
Yep. But also with that fuel, not sure if the BFS drivers can go to the end. Maybe, and there's a big maybe, they can save quite a chunk of fuel when it starts raining. So this is a perfect opportunity to save some fuel, so it could happen. Splinter, softs, stays in P5. Wow, look at that. Oh, and there's electric. TSL comes around Lasurs. So we see the actual gap now, under 10 seconds, I reckon, when we approach Eau Rouge. Just 10.11. Okay, it's 11 seconds. But yeah, that's still a gap to close, and Splinter on the soft tires, electric TSL on mediums. Hudson is also using soft tires, so yeah. So everyone had to, I don't know, maybe make a quick decision at some point, mediums or softs. Intermediates are not good anymore. But
you should be expecting rain any sort of time now. Just having a look through the field to see.
Yeah, we see windshield wipers starting to go again.
So this is where it should start getting heavy.
Yeah. So maybe that soft tire wasn't too bad for that short stint between the two patches of rain. And this should be the heavy rain part, is it?
Yeah, this is where we should get the rain weather.
Oh, that's going for a risk, staying out. Feels like they can go one more lap, probably. Magnet as well, Oscar.
If if it
staying out.
behaves like it did in practice, usually about halfway through lap 12 is where it gets past getting towards the second line.
Iceman in. So they were like those 15 seconds. Maybe that's like the rain will be picking up now. But I reckon everyone will be pitting now and go on to a wet tire compound. Will it be the heavy wets or would it be intermediates? Another question. And Hudson stayed out and electric TSL going in. So this is like a really crazy and unpredictable race. So, split second decisions maybe. Is it okay? Can I? So we have 5 cars running on slick tires and the rain should...
Intermediate Iceman.
Yeah, I mean it's still below that first bar on the track, so we see intermediate tires for electric TSL.
That fuel in giving electric a little bit of an advantage there.
Yep.
So all intermediates for everyone who's pitted for the start of this stint.
So the top 6 should be visiting their pit crew as well now at the end of this lap. 2 seconds between P1 and P2, and that wetness meter is creeping up, so over that first line. So now you have to be a bit careful, thoughtful.
So yeah, this is
especially
luckily they're coming round towards the pits, so
yeah.
They've just about made it round there.
Tricky final well 2 turns. So Blanchimont
getting in
and also braking for the bus stop. You have to brake very early. Yeah, just made it. Okay, nice. Dash into the pits, Magnet into the pits, Oscar as well. So top 3 in the pits. Then we have Hudson, who's sliding on soft tires, struggling with the conditions now. Definitely the same goes for Major Cluster. So now,
Oscar's got slightly more fuel as he goes in, so it'll be a slightly longer stop, I'd imagine, for Apex and Daz.
Yeah, those were the 2. They were starting on softs, had to pit early after the end of lap 4. So Oscar,
I've lost track of who's used what.
Yeah, it's definitely not that easy to remember. And then I see Major Cluster runs right. The exit of Blanchimont. Will he get a penalty for that? I think he left off the throttle, but now it's heavy rain and the bus stop will be tricky. Hudson doing a good job. The same goes for Cluster to not spin it before the pit entry. And yeah, Oscar into the lead with that fuel advantage he had, definitely. So Oscar leading, Daz in second, Magnet in third. Hudson is in, Iceman comes across the start finish, will get that P4, and now the heavy rain is here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is...
Ooh, little kick out from Iceman there.
Yeah, fun conditions maybe, I don't know. But it's still intermediates, but I think it will increase, and also on those intermediates you have to be careful at some point. Blanchimont, not Blanchimont, I mean Eau Rouge and up to Radion. It's not flat anymore, definitely. You have to brake, probably, for Eau Rouge. Don't want to get a penalty here as well. So, Electric, the best driver for BFS in P5, 7 seconds, that gap to Iceman in 4th. Then it's Hudson in P6, DJ in 7th. Splinter right behind. So, looks like everyone is on those intermediate tires now. So, who is brave enough with the braking zone?
Back in one moment. There you go.
Yep. Then Mr. X in 9th position, Major Cluster F in 10th, Meligator P11 still close, 1.5, 1.6 seconds a gap, and then Sean with the at least one more pit stop compared to the rest of the grid in P12 currently. Now it's just time to survive in those conditions. You see, we are now above the second bar, so it's heavy, wet conditions. The intermediates will struggle for grip now, so but no one is using the heavy wet tires because they know that that drop of rain won't be lasting that long. So the intermediates will be the go-to tire, pretty sure, after that big rain stops once again. And Oscar with a great race so far, leading for MRL Des in P2 and Apex Magnet P3. So 1, 2, 3 for Medway Racing League. It is then Iceman in P4 as well for MRL. I think that gap went up between Iceman and Electric TSL. 7.29 seconds now. Just trying to adapt now, I think, in those conditions. The last thing you want is having an off-track or a spin. Now, again, don't do any stupid things. A Splinter, E7. I think he's feeling quite comfortable in those conditions. JTJ lost that position, pretty sure. And next up, it will be Hudson. So we go a little bit of an onboard to see how bad the conditions really are. A little bit of spray coming out of the cars. At 1 second, so Splinter gained again, coming out of La Source, and here the run up towards Radion. Again, more commitment for the MRL driver. Look at that closing speed. Massive run for Hudson. A Splinter against Hudson, I should put it that way. And late on the brakes for Splinter. They go side by side through the Lecombe chicane, and Hudson defends P6 for now, but is under pressure. But also helps his teammates, JTJ, to get closer to that pack. Also 2 more BFS drivers right behind in this close battle group in the mid-pack. So Hudson P6, Splinter Farewell in P7, then we have J, Mr. X and Major Cluster. So P10, 9, 8, 7 and 6. Really close now, and
rain stopped.
The rain stopped, exactly, so we drop below that second bar now. Definitely intermediate tires time now, and I think also now with a quick trying line you can attack on those inters. Again, it should be like a pretty fun period now with driving. It's a little bit slippy, but you can push.
This is what's going to this stint decides it. Managing them inters.
But can they finish that race on Inter? So will they have to pit once again? It's
should
still a bit to go.
Wet enough for Inters.
I don't know. I already see that try racing line, and it seems to be trying up. I don't know.
Will someone gamble on it?
Yeah, I mean, 5 laps to go. It's still more than 10 minutes. So, I don't know. And also, we had some of the drivers, like, with that fuel, not sure if they have, like, calculated.
Yeah, that's enough
correctly.
to really, that's fine. You can push as hard as you want with that amount at this stage.
In theory, yeah.
It'll be fine. Fuel-wise, they're absolutely fine. From what I can see, yeah, they're good.
I'm more concerned about, like, when it actually dries, and those intermediate tires, they will be melting and they will be undrivable. And But how much time will you actually lose on dead intermediates compared to doing an extra pit stop? Again, decisions for the drivers. Not easy to judge this race at all. Chaotic conditions and probably no practice sessions saw that exact weather scenario what we have for race day.
Yeah, that was a bit of a strange one. That one, only really, I don't think we'd seen one in that slot, but definitely in the first. So they're going to come in end of lap 15 for the softs.
It could.
I think you'll find everyone does that.
Yeah. Oscar pitting, Daz pitting, Magnet, top 3. So it is still quite wet.
Find
off the track. Yeah.
The whole grid has to
to know. Yeah, leaders dictating what to do, and so the other drivers are just too far behind. So it would be a massive gamble to not go on to the soft. But this is now also again the tricky part. Oh, and Hudson stays out. Look at that. He's doing the odd strategy call. I don't know. Maybe trying to distract the MRL drivers. Can he come out on top? Let's see. He's just there. So, and will he get the run? Yeah, around the outside, he has more speed. He goes on to the wet patch and gets up to P2. That is crucial, I think, for that strategy call.
Again, you remember from last night, the ZFS guys he will hug that dry line.
Yeah.
If they want to pass, it's the wet zone for them.
Exactly, that was just what I'm going to say. So it will be impossible for the soft tire runners to go for an overtake if they leave the racing line. So this is the tricky situation we are facing now, and they cannot use their pure pace on the soft tires. Late time. That was probably not intentional at all, but
and,
a good awareness.
These curbs will all stay wet until the end there as well.
Yeah, 3.5 laps to go, and Hudson going for the wet patches, but gets a shallow entry into Pouhon.
Very, very nice. Very nice driving, Hudson.
But now he cannot go that speed, but then again there's wet around the outside, so yeah, see there.
That is excellent driving, Hudson. Well done, mate.
That is exactly the risk that is like for the MRL drivers. They cannot go side by side everywhere and position their car. It is wet, and
that what he just did there took a massive pair. How did he hold on to that?
No, massive pressure now. Of course, the soft tire runners, they get more traction out of the acceleration zones and the corners, but again they are just not close enough to go for a move yet. So again, there's defending, and now will that racing line get wider? Yeah, you could fit in 2 cars now, probably onto that racing line, but still Hudson defending that one. I think Oscar is gone. 10 seconds now. Probably no one will be catching Oscar. Oh, and Hudson again with a massive slide coming out of turn 1 and going defensive. Again, you don't want to go side by side into Eau Rouge or up towards Radion. So again, they have to be patient.
No choice.
I have to wait for the camel straight now. I think now he's sitting duck.
It could well be now that line is wide as anything.
Yeah, inside line versus the outside line. Still holds that position.
Stay defensive.
Yeah, he parks it onto
the state of them intermediates. He's doing an excellent job. It can't last forever, unfortunately, I don't think.
Yeah, also the tires are giving up now. Those inters. Yeah, and looking around the outside, it's time. Oh, it is close. It's risky. You see,
he'll be as wide as he can,
yep.
But you can guarantee fairness from him, because he can't stand it when people do it to him.
Again, it is still wet on the inside, so tactical driving. Oh, a little friendly fire
He's
behind, a
doing
little tap
fantastic.
between Daz and Magnet. And now, can he defend it? Yeah, doing everything he can. Positioning that car. Now there was an opportunity for Daz and got through, and the same goes now. Oh, nearly lost that car. Good recovery. So still very intense racing. So Daz got through up to P2. Hudson in third, defending now against Apex Magnet, coming out of Stavelo, and Magnet with the overspeed, with the better run. Again, he has to be patient. Drew Blanchimont.
Magnet qualified first as well. Magnet.
He was there at the top, definitely, yeah. Now again, hoping for a good run out of the bus stop. And you see Hudson is struggling with the grip and leaves that inside line open. Will it be enough for Magnet? No, not yet.
But if we have a little look behind, it's enough to disrupt a little bit, but it's only more... Oh, he's gone wide.
Yeah,
lucky mate.
Just when I went away. Yeah.
But he's got more fun to follow because Iceman will be next.
Yeah,
followed by Electric.
It's true. So yeah, Iceman just 2 seconds out of gap, the penultimate lap. It is Electric 10 seconds in P6, Splinter right behind Electric in P7. That could be close, half a second, 6/10. No, good run for Electric out of Radion. Will keep that gap on that long camel straight. Then DJ in 8th position, Mr. X in P9, close. Major Cluster F in P10 and Meligator in 11th, so close BFS group here. And Sean, with the unlucky strategy calls he had to make in P12, he had the pace to run at the front, definitely. And Oscar, what a race it is so far. 14 seconds that gap. And coming round, Stavelo 2 for the penultimate time. So we will be starting that final lap of the race pretty soon. Daz in second, Magnet in third. Where is my camera? Here we go, thank you. Iceman got past Hudson as well. So Hudson's tires are gone and he spun. He got damage as well. Yes, has to wait. Now let's see if we can catch it. Oh, nearly an incident with his teammate. It's a bit of an unlucky bit. Let's see if we can catch on the replay. Yeah, we can. So tires are giving up, pretty sure. So into the Piff-Paff chicane we go, and he just goes wide. That looked weird. And that just crashed into the barrier. Damage, and that's the defending like a lion strategy. Dropped him down to P10, unfortunately. So final lap for Oscar. Daz in second and Apex Magnet third. P4 goes to Iceman after an unlucky start where he spun. Dropped down to last, up to P4. Electric TSL for BFS, the best driver for the team in P5. Splinter for MRL in 6th position. That is DJ in 7th. Major Cluster F in P8. Mr. X in 9th. Meligator P10. Hudson. Yeah, going into the pits. The tires are gone. That was too long on those inters by the looks. And Sean will probably get up to P11. Not sure where's Hudson. They're leaving the pits now on soft tires. Here comes Sean around the outside of Lasurs, and yeah, Hudson dropped down to P12, unfortunately. So final lap of the race. Let's see if we get any fuel drama maybe happening. We don't know. It's close, but I think it looks under control for leader Oscar. Still 14 seconds that gap, and windshield wipers are going again, but I don't know. Is it?
A little bit of rain.
A little bit of
little
rain.
bit of rain at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, Oscar's driven fantastically.
Yeah, also fastest lap of that race belongs to Oscar and MRL.
Yeah,
17.8.
balls to the wall.
Definitely. So I think Oscar nailed that strategy, starting on mediums, then a short stint on softs. Oh, heavy rain towards the end of the lap. Look at that. Is there drama happening? We'll just keep it easy now. And it will be Oscar who wins that match day number 1 race for MRL. Matt Des then in P2. No drama on fuel. Tires also still somewhat okay. So P2 for Matt Des, flashing his lights. Apex Magnet will complete the podium for MRL in P3, closely followed by his teammate Iceman in P4. So rain has eased off again, so no drama.
It's
Electric
for BFS.
P5 JTJ in P6 Splinter 7th, just made it over the line. Major Cluster runs out of fuel, gets a little tap from Mr. T in 8th and 9th. Meligator also out of fuel, crawling over that line, but gets a P10. And then we have 2 drivers out on track, Sean for MRL and Hudson for BFS. 7 seconds the gap between the 2 drivers. So it will be Sean who grabs that P11 for the Bedway Racing League crew. And then it's all eyes on Hudson for the final turn. So defended like a lion, crashed unfortunately on dead intermediate tires. So what a race.
MRL played it perfectly. There'll be a reason for it. I don't know why BFS went off strat, but it certainly was the deciding factor today. But they drove well, and not bad for a first outing for BFS against a really good MRL team.
Definitely, yeah, tricky race, yeah, with many decisions to make for every driver throughout that race. With those conditions, you never knew exactly what was going to be the best strategy. In the end, it proved to be Oscar's strategy, starting on mediums, a short stint on softs, and then inters, and then back onto the softs. But hey, very eventful, many pit stops.
That was a crazy race, but this is what's great about CTC. The weather and the track and the cars picked by the communities fighting it out, so it brings up some interesting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we have a little bit of a limitations on what you can actually do. You cannot go like really crazy, like times 10 tire wear or something, a bit like that. But it's still like within a certain range. There are plenty of opportunities to go for interesting strategies for those races, and today definitely was one of those with the weather. The multiplayers made up for good strategy calls, interesting race, and was never dull or boring throughout these 47 minutes roughly.
Matthew in the chat explained that MRL were involved in another 2 events tonight, so they had to split their teams against 3.
Yeah, I know they are doing the IRO Daytona 24-hour with one.
Ooh!
So, yeah, busy, definitely. And I'm pretty sure there's also like the DES Bathurst race happening soon. So plenty of endurance racing happening around all those communities. But
yeah, hopefully we'll see ZFS at the an event coming up soon, an endurance event. With a bit of luck.
Could happen. I don't know. It's a great experience here to do endurance racing events as a team as well. Got that from my own experience. Not driving anymore, but I'm doing comms on those lovely events. So yeah, covering them.
I'm just not quick enough to drive in them, so I might as well do comms and all.
But yeah, so let's Yeah, I will not be doing the live points now. I will post it later on in the Discord, but it looks like MRL have
I
won
think they might
match
have
day
just
one.
nicked. I think they just nicked it.
1, 2, 3, 4. That is probably always a guaranteed victory.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Right.
But,
So,
thanks for having me on, mate.
always a pleasure. So yeah, so this leaves us with the schedule for match day one. So you can catch up on DTR versus AHR and Gen X versus RTRX on their streams. They're probably finished now or should be finished. So links are in the CTC Discord if you're wondering. And then tomorrow we go with CLR versus TCR to round up match day number one. So thank you all for joining, for hopefully enjoying yourself. I did, certainly. It was a great race.
100%. Good, very good race. Very respectful between the two teams as well.
True. So yeah, that's it from my side. Hope to see you soon in another live stream or on Discord. If you have any questions, feel free to join, ask. With that being said, love you all and see you around very soon. And also thank you, Schick, for the commentary alongside.
No worries. You're very welcome, mate, and thanks for everyone who supported in the chat as well. Much appreciated.
See ya!